These are the two most important scratches every DJ needs to know. And in this video, I'll not only teach you how to master those scratches fast, but also how to apply them in real modern DJing scenarios. But if you want to skip the hard work and instantly scratch like a pro in under 2 minutes, I'll teach you this scratch hack too.
Everybody get down low.
So if you want to do more than just mix two songs together like 99% of all DJs today, and if you truly want to express your creativity and musicality, then learning these scratches can change your DJ life. And this all starts with learning the baby scratch. Before we get started, let me quickly show you my DJ setup, which makes practicing DJing and shooting videos super easy. So this is it, and as you can see, it's not like everyone else's. And what I really love about this setup are these three things. Number 1, my monitor and monitor stand setup, which makes it easy for me to plug in my laptop and start working right away. With this setup, I can easily adjust my monitor and see everything I need. All I need to get this working is a USB-C cable and I am good to go. Apart from that, this monitor is amazing. It supports 4K resolution, displays HDR content, and features DCI-P3 for incredible color accuracy. And using this with a monitor stand really makes this setup incredibly versatile for video shoots and DJing. Number 2, my wireless speaker, which I've wired to my DJ gear with this high quality cable. And this speaker, aside from sounding and looking good with its minimalist design, lasts a long time at 18 hours on a single charge. Using a battery-powered speaker over a wired one also keeps the setup looking clean with minimal cables. And number 3, when I need more bass in my mixes, I switch to this wireless boom speaker, and this speaker sounds great. And everything else like the light stands and C-stands here are all pretty invaluable too. And all these items except for the cameras, DJ gear, and the laptop I got from today's sponsor, Temu. And if you guys want to get any of these things at a huge discount and a $100 coupon code bundle for free, download the Temu app through the link down below and use this coupon code. Anyway, back to the video. First things first, all the tracks I use in this video can be downloaded for free. Check the links down below. And by the way, if you're a member of the channel, your download will include even more free stuff. Anyway, regarding hand placement, the ideal place to grip the platter is on its left side. Since I'm right-handed, I'll load the sample I'll be scratching to the right deck. However, feel free to experiment and find which hand works best for you when scratching. So the baby scratch involves moving the sample forwards and backwards, and the key is to start the sample always from its beginning and to move it in rhythm with the beat. And that is really it. But of course, the tempo and rhythm of our baby scratching will depend on the beat. So let's do a few examples.
Everybody get down low.
Once you feel confident, it'll be time to learn how to release your sample, and this will allow you to perform scratches like this. And apply the technique to your mixing like this. So to get this part right, make sure your crossfader setting is set to sharp. Here's how to get this setting on Rekordbox DJ and Serato DJ. This allows you to mute the deck opposite the crossfader. Now the second step in doing the baby scratch with releasing is to push and pull the sample, then to release the sample and to put it back to its starting position without hearing the pullback. So for your reference, here's how it sounds like with the pullback. And here's how it sounds like without the pullback. To practice your baby scratch releasing, try baby scratching your track with a duplicate loop track. Now once you get familiar with that, you can start implementing baby scratching into your sets like this.
Solo sé que montaron.
Now if you guys are wondering where I got all these scratch samples, beats, and tracks, well, pro DJs download all their songs from DJ record pools. And you can think of DJ record pools as huge libraries of music of all genres where DJs can download all the tracks they could ever need. And these high quality tracks can range from radio edits, to remixes, to instrumentals, to acapellas, and to tracks with extended intros and outros. And those types of tracks are the most important because most tracks you hear on Spotify and on the radio start immediately, making smooth mixing impossible. The ideal type of track you want is one that has an extended beat intro and an extended beat outro, because those extra beats at the start and end of the song will give you enough time to beat match and mix, and refer to those tracks as extended edits. So the DJ record pool most pro DJs use is Crate Connect, and you can get a huge discount on their services by using the coupon code DJ Carlo when you sign up on their site. Now that you're familiar with the baby scratch and how the crossfader works, it's time now to learn the chirp scratch. The key to the chirp scratch is catching the sound going forward and backward and nothing in the middle. So this is the chirp scratch. And for your reference, this is the baby scratch. Notice the difference? So even though we're doing the same movement on the platter, we're getting totally different sounds because we're now implementing the crossfader. So here are the steps in how to do the chirp scratch. Step 1. Position the crossfader on the on position. So in our case, that's anywhere but the edges. Step 2. With your sample ready, position your platter hand right before the start of the sample. Step 3. At the same time, push the platter forward and move the crossfader to the off position, which is always at the opposite deck side. Step 4. Again at the same time, pull back the platter to where you started and bring the crossfader from the off position back to the on position. So the whole motion of the scratch looks like this. So you can go slow, fast, and really fast. And this is how the chirp scratch sounds like with a beat. And since you now know 2 scratches, you can start doing scratch combos like this. And that last scratch we did, we refer to as a Joe Cooley scratch. And a Joe Cooley scratch involves a really fast baby scratch or scribble scratch and chirp scratch. And if you want to know more, check the links down below. Anyway, when it comes to actual DJing, here are a couple of ways you can implement the Chirp Scratch and Baby Scratch into your mixing.
Clap your hands this evening, come on y'all. Say it's alright. Clap your hands this evening, come on y'all. Say it's alright.
What you gonna do with all that jump inside your trunk?
I'ma get you drunk, get you love drunk off my hump.
And with all this in mind, let's now move on to learning the trans effect scratch. Quick disclaimer so I don't get cancelled. Now, the only reason why the scratch sounds good is because this scratch is dependent on the trans effect.
Tired, trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
But if you want to do this scratch for real without any effects, just learn the transform scratch. Links are below.
Tired, trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
So to do the scratch involves preparation, and the first thing you want to do is at the effects section, select trans, and set its rate to 1/4 and set its depth/level knob to the 12 o'clock position. Next, make sure your effect will affect the deck you plan to scratch. So in this case, I'm gonna set it to deck number 2. Then, with these two specific tracks loaded up, make sure that the scratch sample is the same BPM as the song you're going to scratch with, and that its beat grid starts exactly at the beginning. The next thing to do is to create a 1/1 beat loop on our sample. So since the sample starts here, we'll set our 1/1 beat loop as cue point A. Now let's move on to actually doing this scratch. So the first thing to do is play your beat, and once the drop hits or once you hit the 1 or a drum beat at the same time, play your scratch sample and activate the trans effect. Then start pushing and pulling your sample. If you want to add more variation to this trick, try implementing a crush sound color effects. Here's how to get that setting. And if you want to know the best settings for DJing and not just scratching, check this video over here.